Hey everybody, this is the Dinger that a good friend of mine just was able to find from my collection. This is a little demonstration of how it works. I'm going to send a little bit of code and then I'll show you some different pictures of the key. Okay, so this is a very old telegraph key. The patent date on the circuit closer says 1909. When I got it, the only thing that was missing was a spring. This spring right here, I just real quickly took a spring out of a ballpoint pen, tied a piece of thread to it, and anchored it to this stop here. The way you control the speed on these keys is by adding tension or releasing tension on this spring. If you want to increase the speed, you turn this knob a little bit. I think in its original configuration there were two of these knobs. In most of the pictures I see on the web, this top knob is missing, as is the case with this one. And typically what happens is the string comes under this, uses this sort of as a pivot point, and then comes up and is adjusted up here. But since I don't have that top one here, I'm just attaching it here and it seems to work just fine. I'll show you a little bit about the key. Probably one of the most interesting parts is the circuit closer. As you can see here, I'll try to tilt this so it's visible in the camera. I'm not sure if I can do a good job with that. It says D&K Manufacturing Company, Cleveland, Ohio. Patent April 27th, 1909. So a very, very old key. But one of the more interesting things about this is most of the mechanism is actually under the base. If you tip this up, you will see that there's a lot going on under here. You can also see the serial number on this key. It's 9506. I read on the web that just about all of these that have been found do have a serial number in the 9000s. So possibly this is the 506th key in that series. Anyway, so that's a little bit about the Dinger bug. Seems to work great. I did very little to it other than add the spring. I adjusted the dash contact and away it goes. Oop, got to open the circuit closer. If you were trying to follow the code when I first was sending it, you'd notice that it was on a sounder as opposed to an oscillator. My interest is landline telegraphy that uses sounders, and I was using the original American Morse code. So if you know the ham code, you'll notice that quite a few of the letters were different. Anyway, thanks very much. Hope you enjoy this.